Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Last game for the Pelicans, they picked up a W against the Suns in Phoenix. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get it. Into the game.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Anthony Davis is out there with the prodigy. And it's Holiday in at the point. Thompson with the bucket. Warriors on D. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Well, make no mistake, Andre Iguodala is one of the elite perimeter defenders the NBA has to offer, and maybe the best. It's probably between him and Tony Allen.
Lee gets the bucket.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Gordon goes in. Nice D from Bogut.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Curry with it. Evans picks him up. Curry against Evans. Curry passes to Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Takes the 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pelicans still look like they're getting going. 7-point differential. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And in that first matchup, they got absolutely manhandled on the boards, guys. So they're going to have to do a much better job tonight in the paint if they're going to win this game.
Now here's Gordon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And that one's good.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Back to what Steve just said, in terms of rebounding, they did not have a good time of it when they spurred off previously.
And once things started to go bad for them, guys, and they did go bad, I mean, they were that much less aggressive on the glass, and that's a no-win formula.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Evans a screen on Bogut. The kick out to Holiday. A three-pointer off the mark.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Oh, that's blocked. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Iguodala right side, shoots. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 now.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
Pelicans trail by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
The prodigy passes to Gordon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Outside Curry. There's the feed to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Thompson inside the line. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Shoots from 12. Can't hit. And Golden State will come the other way. Kicks it to Curry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Now the pass to Evans. Back to Holiday from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Lee's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. Offense too, guys.
So it's the Pelicans now. They trail by 11. There's a good screen. Gordon dishes to Holiday. Back to Gordon. He feeds it to Evans. No good from outside.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Now here's Lee, who's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
Now here's Evans. After the miss from David Lee, it's Davis on the wing. Takes a three, and the shot is good. Evans has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Outside Curry. Pelicans pull it in.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now here's Iguodala. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. There's the three. And another three for Golden State.
Boy, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Out left to the wing. Here's the Prodigy, covered by Bogut. The Prodigy passes to Davis. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry attacking. The rebound by the Prodigy. The Prodigy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Evans outside. Pass to the Prodigy. The fadeaway misses off the left iron.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Screen by Lee. Curry dishes to Lee. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, looking at David Lee, you know, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but a very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and...
Great job shutting him down.
Reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes...
Warriors leading by 23. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Thompson outside. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Spates. And the Warriors miss again. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a...
Tune in next Sunday, March 22nd. Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Big.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see you for a contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Thompson is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Rush. Then there's Livingston. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Thompson, a screen on Rivers. From deep. Livingston, no luck. Here's the prodigy. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
Don't forget, he also tallied 4 blocks, so he was a factor in a lot of different ways.
Livingston kicks to Barnes. Shoots from the baseline. Spates the pass to Thompson. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Asher. Evans comes in for Ryan Anderson. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for John Salmons. And it's Holiday in for Rivers. Holiday against Curry. Baseline J on the way. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen thus far, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Holiday goes in. On the wing, Evans. He's covered by Iguodala. Evans passes to the prodigy. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Lee's checked in for Brandon Rush. There's the pick. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Evans kicks to Gordon. Back to Evans from deep. Good. Evans has got 6.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
And the Warriors with possession here. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. It's Iguodala with the drive. Uses both hands to slam it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
Such an imposing finisher around. To the defense, really.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Holiday, the pass to the prodigy. Lee with the steal. Outside Curry. And the call will go against the prodigy. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Curry against Holiday.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's the prodigy. He's covered by Iguodala. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Pelicans shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And the first one drops.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position and rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Dishes it to Barnes. Lee against Davis. Lee kicks to Iguodala. 5 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. And the first big move towards that size and defense for the Warriors was the trade of Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut with Milwaukee.
And like many trades, it was questioned initially, but Bogut has brought that toughness and interior defensive presence this team so desperately lacked. And the wins have really validated the Warriors' new direction.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The prodigy in their last time out against the Suns stepped up to deliver. He dropped 14 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one?
Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance, Clark, here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kellogghian. Is that a word? We can use that word, can't we?
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
Dunk to finish it off. A beauty. No challenge from the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Barnes dishes to Iguodala. Iguodala, right side, shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Holiday attacking. Left side, Davis. Outside, Gordon. Back to Davis. Lee with the steal. Bogut sets a screen for Barnes. And Curry has it in the corner. No problems knocking that one down. Curry's got 15 points.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
There's a good screen. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Now Holiday, a 23-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Warriors leading by 22. Curry kicks to Lee. Back to Curry. Now here's Barnes, averaging 9 points per contest. Just 5 to shoot. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Barnes. 8 points for Iguodala.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Andre Iguodala, one of the elite athletes in the NBA. Great ball handler, and when he gets to the rim, he's right up there with LeBron James as far as being one of the most high-percentage finishers in the league.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
He sure did. A good job getting it started.
Move your feet on defense. No more fouls.
Contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Barnes. The team's deciding to change it up. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Yo, he better, because I'm about to pop a blood vessel up in here. I can't stand losing like this. Yo, if he needs any suggestions of what he can change, he can come to me, because I've been keeping the list all half. It's about 5 pages long at this point.
Hang tough, young man. Kevin, this league is not easy on the young ones.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Come on now, guys. We can get back into this game and take these fans out of it. Let's go through that first half. If things are going to change next half, we have to get our guys in the low post more involved. Let's get better entry passing, and let's get our elbows dirty once the ball's in there. I know I saw the frustration coming to the surface when we got to the half, but let's keep the focus sharp. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. We're going to need...
Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Davis are your small... and power forwards, and it's the prodigy in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Feeds it to Iguodala. Bogut with a screen on Evans. Curry kicks to Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson, defended by Gordon. From deep, Iguodala cannot hit. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Gordon dishes to Davis. Here's the prodigy, covered by Bogut. Here's the prodigy. Nice D from Bogut. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to Bogut. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
That one misses. We talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
Lee against Davis. Lee kicks to Thompson. Iguodala outside. No good with the triple.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
Gordon, the pass to the prodigy. And he gets it to go. The prodigy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. The other thing he discussed with them was that they should be forceful with the ball. He said if they see a gap in the defense, they should go straight to the bucket. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. That's good. The Prodigy's got 10.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
Total offensive dominance in the lane. That's 6 consecutive points coming in the paint.
Outside Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Nailed from three-point land. 18 points for him.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. In low to Davis. The shot from the low post is good.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Here's Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Bogut's got his first basket. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Evans passes to the Prodigy. But they'll get another chance. New Orleans needs to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. 5th is Steph Curry.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. That's not lost on these guys. It's all about team basketball with them.
You know, Steve, the court vision all of these players possess is outstanding. That, to me, is the most important attribute an effective point guard can have, and they all have it in spades. This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Here comes Tyreke Evans. 6 points for him. He kicks to Davis. Over to the wing. Evans outside. Back to Holiday. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Holiday's got 6.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Thompson left side. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Davis with a screen on Bogut. The Prodigy, and he banks in the layup. The Prodigy's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Lee outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. The drive by Gordon. Here's the Prodigy, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Curry with it. He's got 21. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Lee trying to get open. No good from outside. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Iguodala with the steal. Outside Curry. High arcing shot, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 23. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
There's the dish to Iguodala. It's Thompson off the drive. Lee trying to get open. Here's Bogut. The stupendous finish in traffic.
He's just going to punish you on the glass, and it's pretty deflating right now when you're trailing and you continue to give up second chance baskets.
Holiday with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Here's the prodigy. 14 points for him. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. It's on David Lee. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
That free throw good from the prodigy.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. A bad turnover differential and free throw differential. Both things that have plagued this team.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for David Lee. Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. 5 on the clock. Barnes kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
Then you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors. Not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, then you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve.
Here's the prodigy, covered by Barnes. They get it back. The Warriors have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. The rebound by the prodigy. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. And Steph Curry, an all-star starter last season, but he also led the league in turnovers, Clark, with over 4 a game.
Well, the other side of that coin is he did set a career high in assists as well, but there's no question when you talk about him solidifying his place among the elite point guards in the league, and the turnover numbers have to come down, and I'm sure he'll work on it.
And that one's good.
Some killer instinct he showed right there, exploding to the rim and adding to that lead.
And here's Fredette. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Anderson. Here's the prodigy. 56 seconds left in the third. Here's Hushik. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
There's the pick. Nobody near Barnes. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Salmon's with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's the prodigy. 18 points for him.
Yeah, he got waxed. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Pelicans have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. 2 shots. And he can't get the first one. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Brandon Rush. And he sinks the second. Here is Livingston, averaging 6 points per contest. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He dishes it to Livingston. And there's the feed to Thompson. Misses in close. Here's Salmons. Cannot hit. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's
Tune in next Wednesday, March 25th. James Harden and the Houston Rockets go up against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. A Western Conference battle. Don't miss out.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Lee comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Barnes and Lee are the 3 and 4. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Bogut in at the center position. That's the Warriors' 5.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backcourts. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's the Prodigy, covered by Barnes. No good from the Prodigy. Warriors leading by 22. Curry with it. Evans picks him up. Lee, a screen on Evans. Holiday against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. It's Thompson off the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one's on Evans.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well guarded.
There's the screen. Holiday, the pass to Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 9 points for Tyreke Evans.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that is proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. And now, he can get that free off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid, and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So, what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
Holiday gets the bucket.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Warriors leading by 21. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. Right wing. Now, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure. Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket. And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern, and I would say amen to that.
Here's Bogut, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. For New Orleans, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. They get it again. Davis lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Curry dishes to Lee. Davis with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Check out the game for Evans. He has 9 points and also a couple of rebounds.
He is giving them serious matchup problems because he can score inside and out.
Well, that's the hardest kind of guy to defend there.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. You want to make sure that the last 2 teams standing are truly
Evans, right side. Here's the prodigy. Davis with a screen on Bogut. Here's the prodigy. Nice shot from the wing. The prodigy's got 17 now, just in the second half.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Kicks it to Lee. And there's the pass to Iguodala. He feeds it to Curry. Lee, a screen on Howard. Curry gets the bucket.
Man, they are spreading the floor and letting it fly, really knocking it down from outside.
And I love that gun. Playing to win as opposed to playing it safe. I call it prevent offense when you try to protect the lead. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
Gordon kicks to Evans. Pass to Holiday. Over to the wing. Here's the prodigy, guarded by Curry. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. And the basket good. 14 points for Drew Holiday.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
Curry against Holiday. Curry passes to Lee.
Well, it seemed slightly controversial when it was introduced a few seasons ago, but I think we can all agree now that the new flopping fines have been a big success. Flopping seems to have gone down across the board. Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other did. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left the man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket, and they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
They will walk out of here riding high today. Big win over a conference foe that they split their previous 2 meetings with.
Steve, one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they can build off this win and beat them a third time.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Steph Curry. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
4 on the shot clock. Lee gets the bucket. Well, Clark, flopping is not completely out of the NBA game, but at least now there are repercussions.
I agree, and I'm happy to see that, Kevin, because it's a play that shouldn't be in the game. And now that guys are fined for it and have been quite heavily fined for it, I think we're going to eventually see it become less and less a part of the game, which is the way it should be.
Golden State's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And here is Curry. Thompson outside. Dishes it to Iguodala. Feeds it to Bogut. Lee kicks to Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end.
UGLY.
Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there.
What would you call it?
Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just gotta let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study some film, see what we did wrong, hit the weight room, get some treatment, make up for it next time out.
You over here acting like that loss is on everybody.
Because it is.
Nah, man. I played my tail off. Ain't none of that loss on me, all right?
Nah, man. It's far from all right. We rise and we fall together. As one, once you've been around a little bit, maybe you'll finally figure that out.
Man, step your game up, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Don't nobody speak to me no